things. I haven't decided exactly which way we're cooking this yet, but I tell you this straight up. We're cooking, okay? So, what I have here are these flour tortilla shells. I was going to say the brand. I don't even know what it is. They're all, everybody has these, okay? So, we're going to go like this. I'm going to show you guys some serious tricks today on this show, okay? Watching, one here, okay? I didn't oil the top of the those two tortillas there, but I did oil the bottom of this one just now, right? So just kind of do that, and see this? These haven't been oiled at all. See that? Now these two have. Now watch this. You see what I did there, right? Now this is going to ensure a crisp factor of 10, right? Also, these have a little bit of what I like to call travel room. You know, you can kind of get these to go where you need them to go gently and sophisticatedly. I don't write the script. My cat does sometimes when my wife has time. She has 3 jobs. She'll write a couple scripts, but my cat's been writing all these scripts. How you doing? For decades. Next, here we go. We're going to switch over to this one here, which is for sure we're not popping and dropping this one here. But where we are popping and dropping this one, I'll show you. It's right here. And that's how easy it is to make this wonderful sheet pan come to life. Now, next. I'm going to get this going pretty quick here. Watch this. So epic. You already know. All right, baby Tiggs. You tell him. He says it smells amazing. This is This is dish number one. 2 sheet pans of it, because I'm gonna eat this whole. I'm gonna eat this whole one myself. This will be for tomorrow, my lunch. My wife will have a couple slices, one tonight and one tomorrow, maybe one the following day, right? But I'm gonna eat all this tonight, half of this tomorrow, maybe even by midnight. You know. What are we making? Mexican. This is my own creation. I've concocted over the years. My buddy made it for me. Completely forgot damn near half the recipe and the ingredients. Here I am. This is what I like to taste in life. Okay, so I put back together what I could remember, and here we are all these years later. Okay, decades, over 3 decades of old, and this came from an old woman in a shed. You know what I mean? She used to make this with her bare feet. Oh, it was tasty. My grandma used to make this for me. No. My buddy, I puked in the back seat of his Ford Fiesta, actually. And true story. I'm gonna show you some moves now. This is Hashman style, okay? Remember, if you love the show, subscribe, because I am an ultra boss in the kitchen. Absolute legend in the bedroom. See what I did there? And the world's greatest gamer / wizard. See what else I did there? Once you get this to this point, right, you're thinking, hey Hash, okay, you're incredible. Now what? Let me tell you. That's for round 2. Now we're going to come back around. Onto it. Holy crap. So spicy. So good. Holy crap, is that spicy. My wife's like, whatever you can handle. I'm like, okay. This is borderline. This is borderline Dragon Spire right here. This is going to be epic. I made this, okay? I want to thank so many viewers from around the world for being epic all your life. Look how long you've been watching the show. 6, 7... Going on 6 or 7 years, I guess. I don't really know the true date of each person, but years. I checked some of them the other day, but there's so many of you, right? Closing in on 7K subscribers, 7,000 subscribers, and growing. 7,000 subscribers and growing fast. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for the super chats. I will shout you guys out tomorrow. Anything over $500, I shout out instantaneously. Say thank you right away. Anything less can wait till Friday. Can't interrupt a stream. Unless if you're super chatting like 50 channel members every 2 or 3 minutes, yeah, you're talking about some serious shout outs you're going to get live on that episode, which is really hard to do in the future. It's going to be hard to get you to say your name in the future. Nothing against you. It's just I'm kind of not digging it. I shout out my mom and my wife and my cat. That'll be kind of where I draw the line, right? Until somebody comes along from some business or something, then you get a shout out after you hook me up. you get a shout out. Imagine that. Think about that for a second. Hook me up, get a shout out, right? Now, normally, I would have had the oven started by now. We don't need to. I'm going to show you why. Bake this. Through the magic of YouTube, I can actually cook this. I can start my oven. You don't really seriously start. Are you start? Yeah, No, I gotta put that in the oven. I screwed up completely. But I'm gonna put it in there. It's fine. It's not like, oh, everything's ruined. No, it gives me a lot of time to start on the cookies. Chuck the cookies in the lower level so the cookies smell like jalapenos and everything else in between. Lovely. And I'm not playing. That's happening. I have a cookie pan right here. All night long, baby. Baby gone all night long. All night long. Baby all night long. Okay, we're gonna open the door. We're gonna pop in sheet pan number 1. We're gonna pop in sheet pan number 2. Cookie sheet. Setting timer 12 minutes. That should be suffice to give it a look, right? No, it can be nowhere near cooked or nothing. Oh, there's still more burritos to make, by the way. That's still dish number 1 rather. I got a pizza to make, a deep dish pizza. I might make that closer to midnight. Right now it's, whatever time it is 11:30, 11. Let me check and see if there's more packages here. Did I put stuff in the oven? Let me whiz quick and then wash up really good after I'm done here. Give me a second. Keurings. 2 12-ounce cups out of Keurig. So I'm talking about. All right, let me see what we got here. I gotta talk to my wife. We actually have to head out on one of these days and do some things. I didn't tell her yet, but we gotta go see electronics place, and I gotta speak to a manager and stuff. So hopefully she can hear some of this, and it's not gonna be like some super shock to her. It's like, whoa, what do you mean? No, dude, I made you cookies this week. Do you remember how tasty they were? Now let's roll. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. She loves fresh baked cookies, everybody. I don't know if your wife does too. I love fresh baked cookies. Don't tell her that. Because they'll be like, well, you make cookies for yourself. No, bro. These are for you. I'm just going to eat them all. What? It's true. She's going to have to take a couple of these, hide them on the neighbor's roof or something for several hours, wake up, and go get those cookies, you know what I'm saying? So we've got our cookie bowl. In order to cookie out, you gotta have a cookie bowl. No takes, come on. Cookie out, nobody knows what that means. I didn't say greened out, I said cookie out. So we're gonna go over to our ingredients, which are over here. We got some of these things. I have no idea what's in the cookie recipe. I'm completely guessing right now. I haven't made cookies for so long. Should we put a little dash of maple syrup in there? It's a possibility, but let's, for this time, this batch, we have 2 batches. Let's stick to the recipe, okay? My wife would say, Stick to the recipe, babe. Just do it, babe. Don't you want to lead a vanilla life, baby? Oh boy. Speaking of vanilla, we're running real low on vanilla. I'm gonna ask for a keg of vanilla, but I had thought about it actually. If it's too much, I saw somewhere else to get vanilla now, like a big half gallon. Anyway, I'm not saying nothing because the price just went up. So we're gonna put some ingredients into things and start getting things going. In order to do that, I always like to do things properly. I learned how to bake in school. Completely forgot. It just came to me just now. And I see ingredients. I don't know what it means. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Okay. So we don't need this. That's actually good. I like to have a glass of this after. That means no porridge for breakfast, which is okay. We can have pancakes. I didn't tell my wife yet. Screw hotcakes. I'm gonna make a hot guy is gonna make her pancakes. You know what I'm saying? So we get that going. So thinking about what I just learned with two T's on the end. See, I know how to get her did. So we're gonna put some stuff in here. Man, it's already looking like what I was saying. So we're gonna put this in there. And this is kind of different. We're gonna have to do this. I've never done this before, actually, this way. Kind of wondering. And then you go like this, I guess. Okay. And then I didn't do this yet. So we'll pop and drop. I put the vanilla on so tight. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like angels farting. Like a group of angels having you know how like you're working from home, you're all either, or maybe wherever, but you're doing something and you're surrounded by like computer people. Imagine it like I'm a computer person. Look at the channel. But look at computer people and then think about how maybe things are smelling right at that very second when they kind of moving left to right in their favorite computer chair. They're just kind of slowly, and they muted their mic all of a sudden. You don't know why. Karen never mutes her mic, and then all of a sudden Karen's muted her mic and she's fidgeting quite a bit. She's clapping. She's now clapping, hey? So I'm saying to you is, you gotta consider all options, right? Angels at their desks in heaven, right? Blowing angel farts, and they all smell like vanilla at once, you know? And there's smell-o-vision in heaven, but you can only smell vanilla and purple. You can really truly smell purple, right? So it's a good place. Sometimes, guys, it pays to watch YouTube. Now you know, right? And all this time you thought dragons weren't real. All right, so we've started. Do you want to see where we're at here? Check this out. We're stirring stuff. Super Chat Boss. You sleep? No, dog. I am the world's largest live streamer. If I slept, the world would have a shot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving the world a shot. You know. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now. Yo, yo. I said, ain't nothing gonna stop me now. Turns out these are actually gonna be plant-based cookies. I used organic, which there's not even, it's just cookie dough with some of this organic. It doesn't even call for anything that's not, I thought it did, but I look and that's why I use this recipe, because it doesn't. So I was going to make that one for my wife, and I was going to make the second one a different way. This is literally these are all the ingredients it calls for. So now I'm going to show you guys a trick. Oh, we have to do two things. Parchment? Oil. Yeah. I'll explain why. Not a lot, but I'm telling you why. Straight up. Parchment's for goofs when you're making cookies. Don't do that. If you ever see someone laying down parchment when they're making cookies, you're not going to eat them cookies. They taste like hay. You know? You want a cookie that's full of flavor, that brown butter crisped off to perfection. The sides are a little snappy, and oh, I'm telling you, it's just start spanking good hot babes right now. I'm gonna start losing it. Okay, quick, we're gonna do something with this. You know, you could use parchment to wipe that around. Just a tiny piece. But you get it, you know? Oh man, it smells like cookies, yo. Ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, bro. Alright, check this out. Now that you've done all that, right? You want to get your hand, take your ring off or anything. You don't put nothing in there, okay? Never. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick here one last time. And it's just gonna be water, right? But what I'm gonna do is put my hands into the dough here and formulate a plan. No, literally. Formulate a plan. We're going to talk about why. Why go hands-on? Spin this aside. Hey, Hash, why go hands-on with something like this? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it feels good, you know? It's like you can really taste the goodness when someone uses their hands. You get out those electric mixers, you may as well go buy your cookies out of a box, you know, super generic box. You put your hands in there, now you're tasting hash, man. You know, pieces of the hash, man, are getting caught in there instead of pieces of plastic and shrapnel from the blender. You know what I'm saying? Little pieces of ceramic coming off the side of the porcelain. This way, what have you gotten? Little pieces of the hash, man. Think about that. You want a hash, man cookie? You can get yours. Order yours now. $900. One cookie baked by the hash man, made live on YouTube. I'll mail it off, and you'll have a great time. It ain't gonna be no cookie this big. This is $9 grand. For a cookie like this, it's $9 grand. Now I'll tell you what. There's a special going on right now. $900 cookie this big. All right. So these are blondes. Let me talk about that. This is a blonde right here. You spank your cookies? You ever had a cookie spanked by the hash man? That's what I'm saying. This is where the love comes in, all right? Ladies, you already know. Put that down right there. Give her a little, hey, how you doing? Just like that, okay? Next, grab some more. Get some. You know what I'm saying? Get some. See those little pieces of love right there? That's what you're looking for. Put that back. We want to make sure we're selling as many $900 cookies off this sheet pan as we can. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, that beep just means we've reached 12 minutes, which means we've ensured that the temperature it's at is met, right? Plus, we've cooked for a while. Not a big deal. That's about a 30-35 minute cooking process for that dish, those dishes. Once I wash my hands, pop this in the oven, we'll start up the burritos. I said it, burritos. I have a wonderful enchilada sauce, some guacamole, and 3 or 4 types of hot sauce. We also have Cholula, salsa, we have guacamole, and we have some, 4 hot sauces, and there's something else too though, but, oh, we have the black beans over there and refried beans. So 2 types of beans going into the burritos, okay? There is only two burritos. We're gonna make these football burritos. You understand? Footballs. So when you're making football burritos, what you're trying to do is I make what's my name? Just like this. Pieces like just like this. All the time. It's crazy. Absolute baller. So timer, and then you're gonna set it for 16 minutes, right? It seems like a little while, it's not. I'm cooking at 350. Those are glass pans. It's a full dish. It's like it's a thick meal inside. I don't know what you call it. It's a big pan of things. It's not just like something that's burning and drying out right now. That is bubbling and crisping off right now. It is not even close to done. Okay, don't be fooled by what you hear or see, especially absolutely everywhere. Clea in the house. What's good? Bob, how you doing? So many Canadians just don't want to stop by. They fear what they see, right? That's kind of weird. So there's been some big people stop by from their YouTube channels with whoever. You know, they don't really do much over here for me. And it's just kind of weird, you know? I don't expect anybody to obviously not roll out a red carpet or nothing. Obviously that's not happening. You think people are doing things for other people everywhere? Some countries are probably way nicer than where you think the nicest country is. They just don't talk about it. They probably don't have internet to start, right? See what I did there? So anonymity is where trolls will lurk, and YouTube is you don't have to tell people who you are, right? But the problem lies with, well, not the problem. The good part about this is that you can quickly report a person for this or that, and you can have them, you know, eat bugs for a few weeks or a few months or a few years from a cell, right? Before it wasn't so much like that, but after Zuckerberg started getting grilled by some old dudes in the Senate there 3-4 years ago, whatever it was, things have now changed, right? And laws have been put in place. But are the laws, you know, that are put in place, are they being consistently and transparently held up? And that's where you gotta question a lot of, you gotta ask more questions, but before you ask questions, you gotta get a lot of answers from the people who run these things, right? The people who rather moderate these things. So do you know what the worst agency to have be corrupt is? The police. Because if the police are corrupt, of all the agencies, of all the different, if it's the hospitals, the banks, or the police, if only one was corrupt, which would be the worst for us? And it's the police. So moderating this, which is policing the internet, is not being done properly. So chaos has run rampant, and it's not about an old man making a law. It'd be about people using their better judgment and making conscious, good decisions that protect the innocent, the public at large. Okay? Cookies are done. I pop the cookies in. We got about 10 or 15 minutes on the On the other thing, when the cookies come out, I'll wash the sheet pan. Actually, I don't need to. I can use, we got a few sheet pans. I saw another one down there. I'll go get a different, actually, yeah, no, I'll go get another sheet pan and I will make the pizza. I still have to make pizza. But I was going to use a deep dish, right? I'm going to skip all that. That's a lot of work. I'm going to make a really, really, really nice pizza. Trust me when I say it's going to be really nice. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Look at these. I made this. You know what I mean? We made this. We made all that. Talking with you guys, sitting here chilling, you know, doing my thing, doing my sweet, sweet thing, you know? Let's go, baby. You can put the cookies down there. We're gonna run convection for the final 10 minutes. Should I switch out the Mexican dishes? They'll be fine where they are. Says extremely hesitantly, lad. They'll be fine. So those cookies need about 18 to 20 minutes. Now we've got burritos, pizza to make. Let me get you guys. Should we do burritos next? Yeah, I got an idea. Come on over here. Come on over. Don't be shy. Maybe I'll actually wash this bowl. I have another batch of cookies to make. This one is all for me. Those cookies can be all for my wife. I'm not greedy. I would like to have a couple, but if she wants to, you know, have those set aside for the next week or two so she can have cookies, freeze them up, so be it. The other batch, what's my name? It's going down, baby. So let's go. How you doing? How you doing? First thing you're going to need when you're making any sort of awesome is obviously soft tacos. You didn't see that. Let me do that again. You know what? Better yet, I'm going to come back on another video. I'm not digging the vibe being thrown down right now. I'm going to come right back. It was a great vibe.